Hello, Fireside Chat. Fireside Chat. Hi, everyone. It's good to see you guys. Let's see who got the memo. Let's see if anybody got the memo. There's something really interesting I'd like to talk to you about today. So let's see if anyone shows up. While you guys are gathering, I'm going to talk to you about my rose tea, which I'm very, very grateful for. This is all about gratitude. You know who introduced me to this Tulsi tea? Dr. Keisha. So thank you, Dr. Keisha. I tried to match my lipstick to the tag. And it is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal tea. It comes from India. You can order it on our most favorite site, Amazon. And it's delicious. So I'm waiting for all of you guys to show up. Hi, whoever's there. Here's what I want you to do. When you show up and you're here and you're watching and this is interesting to you, post something down at the bottom. You know, let me know that you're here, punch in some hearts, because when you do, when you interact with me, then I get to see your name on the screen. And that's why I'm doing this from my phone and not my computer. So I can see you. Hi. Let's see who's here. Hi, Janet. So good of you to come and be here. I'm so excited that you're here. So, happy Thursday. It's actually Throwback Thursday, and I didn't post for Throwback Thursday today because, I don't know, sometimes it's not that important. But there is a subject that I want to talk to you about that has to do with gratitude, because these are 30 days to gratitude from June 11th backwards, from May 11th to June 11th. It's 30 days, the last 30 days of my 59th year. And I'm so excited to turn 60. I'm excited and mostly I'm grateful. And I want to talk to you about that. This whole month is all about gratitude, and it's all about how you're feeling. What has maturity taught us, you? What has maturity, most of all, has taught you? Because I'm doing these Facebook Lives as a matrix, as an interactive conversation. I would love for you guys to share, what have you learned? You know, I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 18, 15, 13, 33, 83. Tell me what you're learning. I believe that when we get older, we seem to notice a lot more things, and we're grateful in a very different way. And that's kind of what this month is about. This month is about being grateful and actually acknowledging it out into the world for the things that we don't always get to see, the things that are hidden and softer and not acknowledged a lot. So right now I'm grateful for this beautiful fire, because in Los Angeles, it's freezing. I know, it's like hard to believe, but it's almost the end of May, and it's so cold here. You wouldn't believe it. Outside, it's gloomy. I can't show you the outside, but it's very gloomy. And it's most probably going to be raining today, and I'm just waiting for some more of you to come on, because the subject that I want to talk about today, and that I want to invite you to have a conversation with me, is about the possibility, you know, of something when something new is about to happen and something big is about to happen. This especially goes for when big things are happening, like a move or a big birthday. For me, it happens to be 60, or when when you're taking a new job, or when you're about to leave a new job, when you're about to leave a marriage, when you're about to get married. So all these big major milestones in our lives that happen. Huge choices that we make, you know, choices like making the choice to leave a big company and going out on your own and becoming an entrepreneur, because that's one thing you've always wanted to do. So that's one choice. Or the choice to go from being a man to being a woman. That's it. I mean, there's a huge gap in there, but these are all huge transformative life choices that we all make, and we make them every day. And the topic for today is this understanding that some of us have gained over the years, some of us who've been going through life a little longer than others, that you come to these forks in the road where you have to, you're in the place where you want to make a choice. And then something happens. Somebody hears about it. somebody doesn't like what you're doing, somebody doesn't like you or what you're doing. And then how do you deal with that? How do we handle when we've made a choice and made a decision and are firm and are a complete stand to that decision, and other people don't agree with us? And often it happens to be in our family. Often it happens to be the people that are closest to us, the people that love us the most. I'm just telling you not to do this because I love you so much and you're just going to hit your head. And so what do you do in situations like that? You know, what do you do when you know in your gut, in your heart, and your mind, and your psyche, and your spirit, that this is the right step to take? You know, when we were younger, we used to go to this friend and that friend and mom and dad and brother and sister, and we would go to them for affirmation of our choices. And I have the feeling, and I've listened to my life and watched it and listened to other people's hearts and lives, and I noticed that the more mature I get, the less it's important for me to gain traction or get evidence from other people to agree with me. And so I wanted to hear your point of view on that. I want to hear what you are thinking. How is that for you? How is it for you when someone says, I don't love you because you did this? You know, someone who's close to you, someone, husband, a wife, lover, someone who's a business partner, they don't agree with your choices, and because of that, they sever or cut their relationship with you. What do you do? How does that feel? And is that important? And do we often live our lives in the space of wanting to be accepted by others? And in that moment, we override our natural instinct to do that which our heart is yearning to do. And then what happens? And then what happens to us? Who do we become in that moment where we say no to who we are, like this? When we say no to all of this because we're afraid to get bigger and be who we truly are. Also, often that's like, we don't know what it is. Like, you're stepping into the complete unknown and being vulnerable and not knowing whether people are accepting you, not knowing whether your idea is going to fly, not knowing if someone's going to agree with you. And that, my friends, takes an immense amount of courage. And so for those of you who are watching, if there's anybody here, say hi, because I can't always see you unless you say, yes, I'm here. Unless you, like Lupita sometimes comes on and then she sends in hearts. And then I know that you guys are there, but other than that, I won't know that you're there, and so I can't say hello to you. So when you come on, do me a favor and just either punch in some hearts or say hello and tell me what city you're watching from so that I can say hi to you. So I want to know, A, because I'm very curious. I'm curious because I think that every human being is another world unto themselves. And because your wisdom of having lived your own life is a treasure to somebody else's life, you know? Your experiences can uphold other people in their pain. They can soothe a crying eye. They can soothe a broken heart. They can soothe the pain of a lover leaving. So any of you who are watching this or who are listening and you think, oh, wow, I never thought about it that way. Like, I never thought about maturity. Maturity is like a basket of wisdom, I believe. The more we go up in age, the more experience we gain. It doesn't always mean that we know how to implement it, but there's a kernel of wisdom in there. So for me, those of us who are going up in age and we get wiser, hopefully, we are wisdom mentors. You know, we have something to share. It might be something very small. And hi, Jewel. Hi, sweetheart. Are you enjoying your grandbaby while you're back? I love you. So those of us who are maturing, I see the thing is that I say, and I want you guys to continue saying that. Hi, I love the hearts. I love you. I'm so glad you're back safe, sweetheart. I missed you. By the way, Jewel has a lot of wisdom around this, around seeking or wanting to seek acceptance by others, and how often in our lives, and we don't know this when we're younger, that's a really toxic environment to be in, because we will do almost anything to be accepted by the people we love. And then we get more mature and we get wiser, hopefully, and we get older, and then there comes a place where you go, you know what? That just seems right. That feels right. Hi, sweetie. I love your hearts. It just seems right, and I'm just going to go for it. It doesn't matter if I don't have legions of friends behind me. What I do have when you get to become 60, and here's why 60 is the new sexy. When you get to be of a certain number, you know in your gut, I know in my gut, that I have a ministry inside of me, and I have legions of angels around me, and I will never be alone. And my soul sisters are there, and the people who've loved me for 30, 40, 50 years, the people who loved me most of my life, my mom, my siblings, those are the people in my life that will always be there. And so why am I sharing all of this with you today? I'm sharing this because today's topic of gratitude isn't something that's very pretty. I'm grateful for the moments that have been some of the most difficult moments in my life, that have given me the scaffolding upon which I stand today. And my friends and my relatives, and the sadness, like I talk about it and I start crying again. I start tearing up not because I'm sad, but because the gratitude that I have for my family, and the gratitude that I have for the people that are there no matter what, whether you're crying and screaming and yelling and things are being horrible and difficult. And those are the people that never leave. Yeah, like Jewel. They're the people that no matter what you can count on. And they will tell you the truth. And they will hold you while you're crying. And they'll be by your side when things are tough. And they'll laugh with you and cry with you. So today my gratitude goes to all those people that are there no matter what. And often those are chosen family, They're not the people that are related to us in by blood. But they're people where we have chosen, I love you, honey. I love this heart, it's so pretty. Hi, Jewel, I'm so glad you're here. So all of you who are watching, if there's anyone out there watching, make sure that you punch in down at the bottom where you're calling from, where you're watching from. Because what I want to know is what I say to my clients every week when I send out a style appetizer. Which corner of the world are you lighting up today? So tell me which corner of the world you're lighting up today, so that I can send a big shout out to you. And in this time of gratitude, which shouldn't just be like a month or hi, let's see. Let me put on my glasses and see who else is coming on. Hi, Sanders. So nice. Alicia. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Azita. Azita, are you Persian? Tell me if you're Persian. Maybe I get to sing a Persian song on this Facebook Live. Yeah, so it's like this, the knowing that you have like Jewel called it something. You called it something. Joy on tap. I think that's Jewel's. Jewel, is that yours? Correct me if I'm wrong, honey, but I think it's Orion saying, it's like joy on tap, and joy is always on tap, and the tap is inside of us. So shift hits the fan, the stuff that we don't like, the stuff that's not amazing, Hi from Chicago. Hi, sweetheart. I'm so glad you're telling me where you're calling from or where you're watching from. This whole concept of gratitude, you know, and many people say to me, they say, Liana, my life is going to hell in a handbasket. This is happening, that's happening. I don't want to repeat what it is, but they're all visibly horrible things. You know, a loved one has passed away. A child is born very, very sick. Those are all difficult, harsh times. I'm not trying to diminish them. What I would love to be a conduit for, and for you, is living in the tension of that paradox. Meaning, over here, life has its difficulties and its challenges, and over here, life is full of joy. And to live in the tension of that paradox, looking at the disaster and still feeling gratitude. And I know it's hard. I'm not saying that it's easy. But I want to clarify. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's not easy. And the simplicity of it is to just step into the choice. I'm going to step into the choice of looking at the disaster. But I'm not going to live it. I'm going to witness it, and then I'm going to choose to think a different thought. Hi, Loopy. Let me see. What are you saying? I love you too. Through all the different moments and all the difficult moments. I know you do. Thank you, sweetheart. So as you're ending your day today, and for those of you who are going to be watching this later, my invitation to you is think about those beautiful teachers in your life who've taught you the hardest lessons. I can for sure tell you who those are in my life, and for that I love them even more. May they be in my life, may they not be in my life. I have great gratitude for the people in my life who've given me the opportunity to step it up a notch. To be love no matter what. Like, you don't have to be lovable for me to love you. I am going to be love, and I'm going to act from love and from kindness and empathy. And I'm going to get pissed off and want to stick a fork in your eye, but I will always go back to choosing love. Those of you who are around me a lot, Jewel knows this, and my family knows this, Lupita knows this. It's like I can get so hurt and so upset, and it'll take a few minutes, and then it's over, you know? Because the truth is, those are triggers. Like, somebody pulls some stuff on you and releases a whole bunch of garbage onto you that doesn't have anything to do with you or me or anything. And you are just the recipient. Hi, sweetie, love those hearts. We just become these recipients of someone else's blah, 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 blah. And they're just like throwing up. And we can just be there. We can just go, wow. It seems like that person's having a really hard day. But we make it like our own, you know, because they've just said something that triggered something in us. And so I just wanted to bring this into the middle of the room, you know. I wanted the pink elephant to stop being a clothing rack. I just wanted us to take the clothing off that pink elephant and call the baby by its name. And the name is, we get hurt. We get hurt because people hurt us. And hurt people, you know, that's just what they do. But we don't have to take it on. We don't have to go out into the world and then in turn hurt somebody else. We can look at them with empathy and compassion and say, okay, the buck stops here. I can actually take my life and my joy into my own hands. Like Aikido, for those of you who know the martial arts of Aikido. So image therapy, self-image therapy is a healing art of taking what's in here, the energy of what's in here, and molding it and twisting it and using it so that you can create something beautiful new, you know? From pain, from the ashes rises a phoenix. That's always how it's been. So I'm delighted to see you guys. You know what I wanted to start doing on these Facebook Lives is to ask you to post a question. I don't know if I can see them, but maybe if I scroll up and down, I'll be able to see it. So if you have a question and we're still live, go ahead and ask it. You know, might be something you have a question about. Like, what do I do when X person says X? Or what do I do in a situation where someone is coming directly at me and hurting, just saying hurtful things? Because people do that. By the way, let me just answer that question right now, because I've had that asked twice today. Somebody asked me on the phone. I said, but that person, and they did that, and they did this, and they hurt me, and they were rude, and they were cruel. Cruelty is something that is a painful thing to be witness to and to feel. So I believe that whatever comes out of people's mouths is usually not directed at the person they're speaking to, but it's usually directed at them. So if someone is being cruel or hurtful or says things that are like daggers into your heart, if you can hold the space to just take a deep breath and not react, and remember that whatever this person's saying, they're not saying to you, but they're saying to themselves. Notice if that helps. And notice if you do it. Like when I start vomiting stuff because I'm angry at other people, I stop very quickly because I have this practice. You know, I go, why am I saying these things? Why am I saying it to this person? Why am I angry at the guy at the front desk because it's not going fast enough? It's not him, you know? So we emote these things that often are about ourselves. They have nothing to do with anybody else. There's really nobody out there. And so it's an amazing practice. I've been doing it for a while. Hi, Jewel. I love you. Hi, Lupita. Thank you so much. And Azita is still watching. Azita, you didn't tell me, are you Persian? I just want to know. If you're still here, let me know. I'd love to know. And where are you watching from? I know that Jewel is watching from North Carolina. So we are about at the end of our time today, and it's getting really dark outside. I think it's going to start raining in LA. So wherever you are, I wish you a beautiful, amazing evening. I wish you rest and peace and love and sweet dreams. And for today, I'm going to say goodbye and give you my gratitude, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. We have a transformational leadership meeting happening here, and I don't know when I'm going to go live. But for that, I'm grateful, and I will see you tomorrow, I promise. I send you lots of love and wish you a good night. And tell me which corner of the world you're lighting up today. So where are you? Sending you lots of love. Bye.